Two of them. There was Brutus and there was Cassius. And they conspired to assassinate and overthrow Julius Caesar. But they overplayed their hand because they underestimated how many other loyalists of Caesar's were going to turn on them. And what happens at the end of the play? They both commit suicide. Brutus and Cassius say, uh-oh, we're in trouble.
Yes.
We overplayed our hand, right?
So you know what's going to happen.
So boom. I'm with you on this premise because I don't really trust either one of them to be the guy. What did you finally conclude? Because I kept telling you all along the trail, he's lucky, he's lucky, he's lucky, he's blessed, he's blessed. He's the luckiest man in the NBA. Hit the luckiest shot in playoff history. Kevin Durant ruptures. Klay Thompson wrecks his knee. Okay, okay, suddenly you're thrust into a position of you're now the favorite. Nobody saw this guy coming last year, right?
No.
Okay, so now you're the favorite, and your new partner in crime is George Paul. This guy in the clutch, when he is most expected to come through and be a superstar, has always come up small.
But not last year, Skip. He was big time last year. I got to give him.
Okay,
I got to give
during
him credit.
the year, but I'm talking about in the playoffs.
Oh, in his career, he's come up small when he was in Indiana.
He had his best year by far.
Yes.
It was all regular season.
Right.
They lost in 5 games
first
to
round.
Portland, right?
Yes.
Now, was it all his fault? No. Was he pretty good? He was pretty good. Did he take over the series? No, Damian Lillard.
Well, we ain't going to talk about Utah, what he did. You remember he's got those couple of points in the first quarter?
It was horrendous.
Yeah.
What he did. That was the closeout game.
Yes.
At Utah, he scored 2 points in the first quarter, or the field goal. He didn't score another field goal the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And Russ had, in the third quarter,
Russ
had 21 in the third.
Russ in with like 45, I think.
Mano a mano.
Yeah, with him and Donovan Mitchell.
Okay. So that was that guy. So what if you put them together? That's why from the start, am I overwhelmed by the Clippers? I like them because I love Doc and I love Lou Williams coming off the bench. He's the guts of the team.
Yeah.
And Patrick Beverley.
Yeah. I think the thing, and also, Skip, if I'm the Clippers, you can't let him walk in 2 years. This will be worth. We remember what the Clippers used to be. If you've traded 4 unprotected first rounders and a 5th protected, plus the pick swaps, you can't let him walk in 2 years, Skip. You're trying to get a building. You're trying to fight tooth and nail to try to pilfer some of these Laker fans and get them to come to your side.
You know why I believe the Clippers did this? They're shrewd operators, Jerry West.
Well, you got to keep them from L.A. You got to keep them out of the Lakers.
I think it was all about this coming basketball season.
Okay.
Period. End of story. They want to win this championship, and they put all their eggs in these baskets.
They did.
Everything. They bet their whole future on this year.
And
because there is still a best player on the planet who probably can't play next year.
No, he's not playing
Kevin
until
Durant.
2020.
Okay? So if he's out of the picture, all of a sudden the East opens up, and obviously the West is much more winnable than it was a year ago.
Yeah, because, Skip, I believe they had to do this because this is what we know. The Clippers weren't going to get the same break this year, next year. By Kawhi winning the title with the Lakers, he's not jumping ship. He's not going to do to the Lakers what he did to Toronto. Okay. And granted, he's earned that right. He did everything, and you're willing to roll the dice. Skip, look, even if he leaves in 2 years, if he wins you a title or two...
I'm saying, if he wins them one title, the Los Angeles Clippers...
You will feel it was worth it.
It would be totally worth it.
Toronto feels
Seriously.
It was... Yeah, you gave up DeMar DeRozan. Yeah, you gave up Pirtle. You gave up the first-round pick, but you got a title that you're probably never going to get again.
So if in 2 years they have to start over and look like an expansion team, they won't care.
I got a title.
They got a title.
Yeah.
Toronto got a title.
Yes.
I think they're okay, right?
Yeah, I think you have to live with that. And that's what I'm looking at, Skip. I'm looking at the 2 year situation where he wants to keep the pressure on the Clippers to make sure they're going to do what they told him they were going to do in those meetings. Wherever they took place, however they took place, maybe they were on a phone call, maybe they were out there in that hotel room, had a room next to Paul George's.
Maybe.
So he was going back and forth. Hey, what you gonna do? Paul, this is what they said they're gonna do.
Yep.
You got to.
I don't doubt that.
So it might have been a situation like that. But Skip, the only way that these star players, superstar players, can exert pressure on these teams is that the length of the contract. The shorter the contract, the more pressure I can exert on you, because the last thing you want. It's not every single day that these guys come to your franchise. If you're fortunate like the Lakers, you've been littered with them.
okay? And it's not simply about making the most money.
No.
Because if he, number two, had really wanted to maximize his dollars, guess what he would have done?
We signed a 1-year deal in Toronto. 2 years.
Nope.
What you
Go
would
back a step.
Oh, he stayed in
Just stay.
Spurs.
Because the system is rigged for you to stay home, right? Because if you keep staying home and you keep re-signing and you keep re-signing, I did the math on this, he could have averaged over the next 10 years $47.5 million.
Yeah.
If he does the 2 years and then re-up with the Clippers, then you could average $44 million over the next 6 years. But it's going to be hard to make up all the money that you left on the table back in San Antonio. So it's not about max dollars, it's about max leverage.
And that's the thing that these owners are starting to see, that these guys will forego $40, $50 million in order to make sure that they can keep the pressure on you that you're going to do what you told them you're going to do. I mean, Kevin Durant walked away from $57 million and didn't bat an eye. Anthony Davis walked away from $35, $40 million and never looked back.
Never looked back.
Because, Skip, they've made it cost prohibitive for you not to leave, Skip. I mean, we can give you a 5th year at $50 million. They're like, so? I'd rather sign a 2-year deal and have max leverage on you to make sure you adhere to what you told me you're going to do, as opposed to having that 5th year, and I'm trying to fight tooth and nail. Ask Russ how that worked out for him. See, Russ would have loved to have decided to skip a 1-year deal, 2-year deal. He's like, okay, I can dip now. Now, he has the financial security, but he's probably going to end his career in another locale where he thought he was going to be a lifer. An organization that had James Harden, Kevin Durant. Russ says, looks like I'm going to be the last man standing. Come to find out, all the pins will have fallen.
So I got to give it up to that shy, quiet guy who used to be in San Antonio, because he took the whole league for a ride, and he is now in the most powerful position because he's got 2 years here. They are the favorites, and if that doesn't work out, I don't know, the NBA is your oyster. You can do what they could go, the two of them could say, let's go to New York and save the Knicks if they wanted to do it. And I'm going to propose this one last time. If in 2 years it doesn't work out with the Clippers, if number two has an honorable bone, let me finish. If he has an honorable bone in his body, left in his body, and I doubt that, he could say, you know what, Paul, you got to do me one last favor. We got to go back to San Antonio, and I got to make this right, because I really burned them. I really did them wrong, and I got to do them right.
What about you burning him?
I got to do them a solid.
No, he said, you know what? I'm going to need a PSA. I'm going to need Skip Bayless to do a PSA. I'm going to need him to say, I apologize, Kawhi, for calling you two for all those years. I apologize for saying that you quit on my Spurs. I'm going to need that, and I'm going to need you to mean it.
So if I do that, he would go back to San Antonio?
He would consider it.
No, I don't need to consider. I need a vow. I need a contract.
But you told him, you said goodbye, good riddance.
You know what?
We don't need you.
I'm going to make you a deal.
What?
I will draw up a contract that he could sign with me, that if I do a PSA apologizing to him straight into my camera, that he will, in fact, sign back with San Antonio.
But you said you didn't want him. You said, Skip, he's not a closer.
But I'm all about forgive and forget.
Oh, the man that holds a grudge for 50 years. Talk about now all of a sudden he's going to forgive and forget.
But it would be a beautiful thing. Wouldn't it be a nice bow to put on the story?
No.
Okay, I realize the error of my ways.
Oh, really?
Now I got to go make it up to these people. I got to do right for once in my life. And he could do that. He could say that publicly.
You're going to do right by San Antonio by trying to lure Kawhi back.
Well, I don't know. It makes sense to me. I kind of like it.
I bet it does.
Yeah.
Because you know the likelihood of you guys winning another championship without a superstar?
Yeah.
Not very good.
I don't know. We had a pretty good shot coming up next year, except for Marcus Morris, because Unclutched Sports did me in.
Hello.
Yep.
Skip.
We had a shot.
First of all, Rich Paul's job is to do what's in the best interest of the client.
Little Richie?
Yeah. If the client says, I do not want to do the 2 for 20, I want to do the 1 for 15, what's the agent supposed to do?
He's supposed to say, do the right thing.
He did. Yep. Take that 15.
Take the 15? Really?
And then he'll be a free agent next year when the cap goes up.
Yeah. Isn't it funny how the one organization who always does the right thing gets wronged by these people? I don't know.
Sometimes bad things happen to good people.
That's true.
I mean, not only the bad people die. There'll be some good people that die sometimes. Good things happen to good people.
Yeah, good things happen to bad people, as we just saw with number 2.
Oh, so now you just did your chance in. Now you just did it in. Okay. So you said something good happened to a bad person.
The likelihood of it is about 1,000,000,000 to 1.
I mean,
right?
Skip, I mean, Dorothy said it. Your favorite movie, The Wizard of Oz.
It is my favorite. I watched it last Friday night. It was on TCM.
Dorothy said, you can go home. There's no place
like home. It's the whole theme of the movie.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can't argue with that.
No, but you just said he doesn't have an honorable bone in his body.
But you know, the truth is, home to him was San Antonio. They were the ones who raised him, right?
No.
It's his foster home. Right?
Well, Kawhi is certainly using this era of player control to his maximum benefit, that's for sure. And by the way, kudos, bonus points to y'all referencing and debating Shakespeare.
Yeah, he know I do about Shakespeare. He know I do about Shakespeare.
I feel more intelligent already. All right, coming up next year on Undisputed, is there already tension brewing between LeBron and his coach?
Here we go.
We'll discuss that next. Don't forget, check us out every day on the Fox Sports Channel on SiriusXM. Undisputed, we'll be right back.